It's your girl Jackie O, aka Lil Pumpkin Pie 05 on YouTube, and this is part 2 of my Vintage Black Icon Beauty series honoring women of our century for this month's Black History Month. However, because the Africa trip kind of came last minute, this is probably going to turn into just a Black History series that I'm going to probably have to carry on into March because I've just been super busy and trying to knock out other videos, and now I'm actually recording this in Nigeria. So I really wanted to push out this video series for Black History Month, but I mean, what is a better way to celebrate Black History Month than being in Africa? I mean, I'm just saying. And of course, you can pretty much celebrate Black history all year round. So I think it's still pretty important to carry on this series. Even though I didn't get to carry out the series as efficiently and quickly as I would have liked to, I hope that you guys can continue and joining me in carrying on and continuing the series. I'm going to be blogging about this week's event and the Social Media Week Legos panel that I recently had the opportunity to participate in, but I really wanted to get another tutorial out for you guys. So this look, if you can't already guess, is Ms. Josephine Baker herself. I hope that you guys like the tutorial. Thank you so much to Frends Beauty for being the official sponsor of this video series, and I'm going to supply in the description box some information on how you can sign up for Frends Beauty and save 10% on all of your purchases with them, as well as those of you guys that are beauty professionals or students in this industry, how you can save money on buying makeup for your kit. Please check out Frends Beauty, and I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. Oh, the only thing that's not from Frends Beauty, by the way, is my Sasha palette. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, stay tuned. I'm going to begin the look by applying foundation. I'm going to be using my black Opal stick foundation. The shade that I use is Rich Bronze. And then I used a stippling brush to stipple it and blend it all together. I'm going to blot and set the foundation using the black Opal Invisible Oil Blotting Powder. I wanted to get the foundation as matte as possible, so I'm actually layering on quite a bit of powder. Next, I use my black Opal stick concealer and apply this under my eyes and along the center areas of my face to highlight. Now I'm using a damp sponge to blend all of this out. Sure you blend, girl. Now I'm going to take my foundation brush again and just blend around the concealer where it was applied so it looks a little bit more natural and diffused. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder to set that concealer. And I'm also going to apply that concealer just along the low points of my cheekbone. I take a foundation brush and then I just blend it downward. You don't need to apply a whole lot of this. So that way it looks like contoured even though we really didn't. And then with a sponge I will blend this out as well. I'm going to block my brows for this tutorial, but I didn't want to block them out all the way, so I'm just going to do it the simpler way, if you will. So I'm going to use my Sasha Camouflage Concealing Palette because their concealers are so opaque. And I'm going to choose the shade that matches my skin tone, and I'm just going to conceal over them. Then I'm going to use a powder and powder them up. This one is from Makeup Forever, the Pro Finish Powder. I'm going to apply the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder along the center of my face and just above my Cupid's bow. So Josephine's brows were straight up black. Like, that's just the way they got down back then. So I'm going to take a black eye pencil and fill them in and make it sharp and make it dark and black. I'm going to go back to that concealer stick that we used, and I want these brows to look super on point. So I'm going to be using the concealer and a concealing brush and just sharpen the line underneath the brow. I took my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean and and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid. Okay, take a black eyeshadow. The one that I'm going to be using is like seriously the blackest black of the blacks that I've ever found. This one is from Ben Nye. It's always been one of like my favorites, and I'm so glad I recently picked this up again at Frends. And what I'm gonna do is apply this straight onto my eyelid. I remember the first time I bought a black eyeshadow, it was actually from Ben Nye, and that was like, I bought that when I was seriously like 20, 21. I didn't really wear it much because I didn't really know what to do with it, but it's still like, I still have yet to find anything darker than this color. Then I took a brown eyeshadow. This one is Sandstone, and it's from my Stila palette. Following the natural crease of my eye and using a tapered blending brush, I'm going to blend out around that black just to soften it up. Then I switched to a fluffier blending brush, and I'm just softly blending this out. I'm still using that brown color. I'm also going to be applying just a smidge bit of that black eyeshadow along my lower lash line. Then I applied mascara and eyelashes. I used the Maybelline Falsies mascara as well as my Ardell number 201 eyelashes. That's it, auntie. Now I'm wiping off the finishing powder we left underneath the eyes earlier, and I'm going to powder the rest of my face. I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder. I used Black Up number 12 blush and applied this on the apples of my cheeks. Now it's time for black lips. So I'm going to use a black eye pencil, which I sanitized and sharpened, by the way, and I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to give them kind of like a doll-like shape. Like a doll-like sweetheart shape. I'm now going to apply a black lipstick. This one is from Mayron, and it is black. I really wanted the lips to stand out a little bit more and look more precise, so I'm going to use concealer just to kind of clean up the lines and make sure that they're perfect. Then I applied a little bit of gloss. This one is from Face Stockholm, and the shade is number 46.